Welcome to this review of Passiflora ligularis. It's also known as Granadilla in Latin America. It's a sweet passion fruit in Malpighia and Marginata. This is also known as Acerola in Brazil, Barbados cherry. These are two plants I got from Grassy Knoll Exotic Plants. It's a bit of an obscure nursery. It's in the Pacific Northwest. It's locally run by two people. If you look at their website, you'll see a ton of different types of passifloras. It's pretty cool looking at it for anyone who's interested in those type of plants. There's a lot of stuff, interesting descriptions, and just wanted to give you an idea of these plants. So I ended up buying from them primarily because I was really interested in getting a Passiflora ligularis. So I couldn't find any online. I've gotten other passifloras from Etsy. There's a lot of different shops that sell them. Even looking on eBay, I couldn't find this plant, so I just happened to stumble across this nursery after finding it in a passiflora group on Facebook, and I got it. So I mean, looking at the plant, it looks all right. It kind of had a bit of a struggle with transit, but it's starting to perk up. I've kept it inside. It has not been out here. Overall, it looks pretty good. For some people, this might not be like realistic, like for buying this for $20. I'm also going to be growing it in a pot, which I have not seen anyone do. But given just how difficult it was to try to find this passiflora, like if you look over here, these are yellow passion fruit, and that one over there at the end is a purple passion fruit. It's Edelus, so this is Edelus flavocarpa. These are two cuttings that I did. So those are pretty easy to find on places like Etsy, but this one, no. It costs about 20 bucks. If you can find it in a local nursery, you're probably better off, but it looks decent. Looks like it's gonna do okay. It was in decent condition when it came. Looking at Acerola Barbados cherry, this one I just got because it sounded kind of interesting. It was only 12 bucks. Shipping with both these two was really cheap. It was only 10. It's kind of an experiment. It kind of reminds me a little bit of basically what I'm doing here with this pitanga tuba, which is another kind of fruit from Brazil. It sounds pretty good. This one, looking over kind of some descriptions of what it tastes like, the main thing with it has really high vitamin C. Look, if you watch the video from the Rare Fruit Explorer, so he's basically a guy who tries a bunch of different fruits. He described this as tasting between a cherry, a pomegranate, and starfruit. And I don't know what everyone thinks about that, but that sounds pretty good. So I don't know how it's gonna do. I haven't really done a lot of research on looking at how this grows in pots and some of the kind of zones like I'm in. But it sounds pretty interesting. It's gonna be that type of experiment. In terms of the taste of Passiflora ligularis or Granadilla, I've had it when I was in Colombia. It's pretty sweet. It's pretty highly ranked as a good tasting passion fruit. Don't know how it's gonna grow in a pot. The things that I found, which are really scattered, is it's difficult, and there might be some challenges with heat, but I guess I can moderate that with some different type of things with shade and placement. Overall, ordering from Grassy Knoll Exotic Plants, it's a cool small nursery. Realistic for trying to get some harder to find plants. I bet you could probably find Acerola in other places, but overall, totally satisfied. This is what you get if you order from them.